Agatha, what's a 5-letter word meaning from now until midnight, ending in Y?
Today.
Today.
What a waste. There's a million girls in this city, and you go to bed at 10 o'clock.
First, I have my eggs, and then we have these one-sided conversations.
I think it's a crying shame. A handsome man should be out dancing at night, not sleeping. Whatever became of the rumba?
Same thing that happened to the gavotte.
I used to love to do the rumba. Scum da da da, chicka chicka boo, chicka chicka boo, do 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 do, do do.
Yes, I think scrambled eggs would be nice.
I still say, a healthy single man should be out until dawn.
Which is exactly what this healthy single man did the night before last.
That doesn't count. You were on a case.
I'll get it.
I'll get it. Probably Mrs. Freelander. You don't want in on the football pool.
Yeah.
Coming. Two things she does well. Collect money and lean on doorbells. Yes?
Is the commissioner in?
Well, he's having breakfast. Won't you come in?
I won't be disturbing him.
You are disturbing me. And I love it.
Oh, Matt.
Agatha, I think the toast is burning.
What toast?
Mac, have you heard about Vanessa?
Who?
Vanessa Vale. I just came from the morgue. They called me down there to identify her.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, it was. It was just horrible. She was wearing the same housecoat that I'd photographed her in just last week. And that lovely amethyst ring.
Come on, Georgie, sit down. Let me get you some coffee.
No, it's all right. It just doesn't make any sense to say that that beautiful creature killed herself. Well, I mean, she had everything. Just 6 months ago, she signed a $250,000 modeling contract.
How well did you know her?
Fairly well. I'd used her often as a model. I mean, she was a photographer's dream. She had incredible bone structure and magnificent cheekbones.
Even beautiful girls get depressed.
Oh, no, not Vanessa. But I mean, she would get depressed, yes, but she just wasn't the type to jump off of a building.
After every suicide, somebody is bound to say he or she wasn't the type.
Yes, but Mac, this isn't just somebody saying it. This is me, Georgie.
Would you feel better if I looked into this?
Would you?
Well, do what I can.
Oh, you're beautiful.
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
All right, at lunch today.
Oh, well, no, I don't think I can.
Oh, no, you can pick me up at 1:30. Oh, you are a darling, Mac. I just knew that I could count on you. Poor Vanessa. Thanks, Mac. I'll see you later.
How did you ever let that one get away?
I'm beginning to wonder that myself. Charlie?
Good morning, Commissioner.
How's it going?
Terrible. I've gained 5 pounds in 2 weeks.
That's known as the executive syndrome.
Well, I never knew the paperwork could be that fattening.
What are you working on?
The Vanessa Vale case.
Gotta see what you have.
Sure. Come on in. It's almost closed. Commissioner, would you care for a dietetic sour ball?
No, thank you. I'll have one of these.
It keeps your mind off of smoking, sir. Thank you.
The Vanessa Vale case?
Well, there isn't much to tell, really. Chief Paulson's pretty sure it was a suicide.
Well, I know somebody who would argue that one. Somebody a lot prettier than Chief Paulson. On the other hand, Chief Paulson is a commanding figure in his own right.
What about the Vanessa Vale case?
Oh, just wondering.
Well, you don't have to, Commissioner. It's under control. What's holding up the medical examiner's report?
I was just getting right on that, Chief.
If you don't stay right on top of them, nothing ever gets done.
Well, it's a good thing we got you, Chief. But are you sure it was suicide?
Commissioner, take my word for it. The lady's boyfriend gave her the brush off. She got depressed, took a dive. Simple.
What about the apartment? Any sign of forced entry?
Not a scratch. And, no note. But they don't always leave notes.
Time of death established?
3 eyewitnesses and a smash wristwatch. Lieutenant?
Yes, Chief. Right here, sir.
No, that's pretty conclusive. On or about 12:20 a.m.
I'll have the rest of it nailed down before noon.
What about the lady's boyfriend?
Francois Balmain, 26, of French nationality. Seems to be an avant-garde filmmaker when he's employed, which he isn't right now. Let's see. 2 arrests for vagrancy, 1 for marijuana. Oh, and wanted for a deportation hearing.
That sounds like a pretty good catch for her.
We located his apartment. He wasn't there. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's involved in anything.
Did he leave any clothes?
They're gone. Okay, I've got that apartment staked out.
What?
I think Chief Paulson was just about to tell you about Mrs. Roberts, sir.
Okay. She's a neighbor. She saw Balmain enter the Vale apartment sometime between 10 and the time of death.
Oh, well, that's a little vague. Did she see him leave?
She doesn't know. She isn't sure of anything. She's a lush. And she's the only one to put anybody else in that apartment even around the time.
Well, still, if her boyfriend might have been there, don't you think it might be a...
Put out an APB on Francois Balmain.
That light area you see around the hairline, Commissioner, is sort of a clay. It's this stuff. It's the remains of a cosmetic beauty mask. Those particles were taken out of the hair of the deceased.
You mean she plastered her face with a beauty mask and then jumped 15 stories?
That's weird. A beauty treatment right before you're going to kill yourself doesn't make any sense.
No.
I've stopped trying to deal with sense. I just deal with the facts.
What about this mark on her back?
Oh, come on, Mac. 15 stories? That's a lot of impact.
Yeah, but she landed on her face.
That's right, on the face.
Well, the scraper's on her back.
Well, maybe she slipped climbing over the wall. Maybe she clipped something on the way down. Mac, I'm not prepared to guarantee that she was in perfect shape before she jumped.
Commissioner, is it true that you're personally stepping into the Vanessa Vale investigation?
Sorry, Clifton.
Possible homicide?
Only if you don't get out of my way.
But you don't deny it?
You heard the commissioner.
Do you deny it, Commissioner?
No comment. Next car, please.
But, Commissioner, all I'm trying to do is find out what this is all about.
She landed 47 feet from the building line, which means that she must have gone out about right here.
Look.
What?
Glass. Remember watch crystal I'll bet you. You got some to play?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll check that out at the lab. Now, if it is... Yeah. If it is her watch crystal, how does she jump over and smash her watch at the same time?
You're asking me. I don't know.
Now, look at this. This plant holder. I'll bet that's what she hit her back on.
Yeah?
Look here. Hits it like so.
Right.
Smashes her watch right here.
Uh-huh.
And goes over backwards.
It's very possible.
You don't jump over a balcony backwards, you get pushed over. Now all we have to do is prove it.
She's beautiful, but she sure does like to look at herself.
Mm-hmm.
this?
Expensive.
Look.
Test shots, Vanessa Vale. Photography, FB.
Francois Belmont.
The boyfriend. We ought to run this stuff. Look, here's a projector.
All right.
Straight?
Yeah.
Well, what's going on here? Nobody's supposed to be in here. The girl that lives here lived here.
You must be Mrs. Roberts.
You're the police.
I'm Commissioner McMillan. This is Sergeant DiMaggio.
No relation.
To whom?
To Joe DiMaggio.
I thought you were no relation to Howard DiMaggio. He's the West Coast Wine and Spirits, you know.
Could you tell us anything about Francois Belmont?
He's the boyfriend. He was in this apartment and he left here last night. I told the other policeman that.
You said he left after 10. I was hoping that now that you thought about it,
Oh, I have.
you could be more precise.
Well, now that I've thought about it, maybe it was before 10. Maybe it wasn't even last night. I get so involved in my wine tasting.
We understand.
But he definitely was here recently. Yelling and screaming.
Yelling and screaming about what?
You know, the way they behave together. Kiss, kiss, lovey-dovey. And then 10 minutes later, he'd be throwing things. Ah, the way young people behave today. If they just would have wine with their meals. Oh, why don't you both come back to my apartment? I'm tasting the Napa Valley today.
No, thank you, Mrs. Roberts. Shouldn't this food be refrigerated?
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. You know, I don't know what all the fuss is about. Is it a crime to kill yourself without a license? Goodbye to you both. Nice meeting you.
Hello. Oh, hi, Lieutenant. Yeah, it's Lieutenant Enright. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell him, Lieutenant. Bye-bye. Sir, it's about Francois Belmont. He's up in a flea bag on Union and Polk Streets. And there's some guy there with him now. A black and white is on its way.
Help me up. Take the stairs. He went in there. Go back down and head him off.
There's a lot of exits out of that building. I don't know where he went. Uh-oh.
He got away, Commissioner.
Oh, good. Otherwise, I'd have to ask a lot of questions and write down all the answers. What about his friend?
He's still up in the apartment, I think.
Tell me,
Is there a law against giving shelter to a former friend?
You knew he was wanted, didn't you?
Yes.
It's called harboring a fugitive.
So what are you going to do? You going to arrest me?
Depends.
On whether I inform?
On whether you cooperate. By giving us information which, whatever your former friend did or did not do, may save his life.
Look, we made films together. He understood the camera and how to make a statement with it. We made films that really meant something. And then?
And then he met Vanessa.
Yes, and then he met Vanessa. And she taught him how to make pretty pictures. She put dollar signs in front of his eyes. Before he'd even had a chance to perfect his talent, she made him go commercial. He was going to have a big name, fast and cheap.
And he went for that.
And he went for her. I mean, can you blame him? She was gorgeous.
Yes, she was.
But I knew it wouldn't last.
Why?
Because he finally got tired of her, and then he found another girl.
Who?
I don't know her name. I told you, Francois and I haven't been very close lately. But he did say that there was another girl, and that's what he and Vanessa were arguing over last night. And that when he left, she was screaming at him. And then we heard this morning that Vanessa was dead, and that later your people showed up, and Francois took off.
You know where he went?
No. And if I did...
And if you did, you'd tell us. And if he gets in touch with you, you better tell him to turn himself in, because if he killed Vanessa, or if he didn't kill Vanessa, he's liable to get himself shot.
Look, you came home to relax and have a cup of coffee. So why are you working? What? Oh, you're not working. Hey, that's what I call a real looker. That's Vanessa Vale.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I give you a little advice?
Gonna get some, aren't I?
Go after a live one.
All right. Hold on a second. I'll check the negative. Right.
Poor baby. She wasn't pie to work with, but she was dynamite in front of the camera.
I'm going to miss her.
Oh,
I'm not. But I won't be the only one.
what is that supposed to mean?
If the shoe fits.
Well, I'll miss her. She was always very sweet to me. And besides, she had great taste in men. I wonder who'll get custody of Francois.
Beulah has dibs, don't you, love?
We are not amused.
He's talented, that Francois.
And rude, arrogant, intense.
And sexy as all get out.
Yes, Vanessa certainly had everything.
All that, and Murray's star, too.
What man can make, man can break.
Do you think Murray changed his mind about her, and that's why she,
I think maybe his wife changed it for him.
That's cheap. Mr. Starr had no personal interest in Vanessa. She was obsessed with Francois, and Mr. Starr respected that.
Oh, dear, Muddy. Mr. Starr.
I think you're all horrible. Vanessa not even buried yet. I won't listen to another word of this.
Oh, Mac, that was Beulah Harrington playing friend of the deceased, and not too convincingly.
Oh, I'm right on time.
I'll just go up and get my jacket. Meg, would you please introduce our guest?
A pleasure. Hi. Been
Meg,
too long.
Long time. Is that Vanessa?
Yes. Those were for the brochure. Murray Starr built his whole campaign around her. She was his personal discovery.
How personal?
Personal. This is Guy Bregan, the art director.
How do you do?
And Ernie Hovings, the account executive for Star Cosmetics.
How do you do?
And this is Mac, Commissioner Stuart McMillan.
Commissioner?
Police commissioner, and my date for lunch.
We were just discussing the Vanessa Vale suicide.
Yes, we don't understand why she killed herself.
Perhaps she didn't.
She might have been murdered?
You mean somebody pushed her off that balcony?
Excuse us, but I've made a reservation for lunch, and I'm afraid we're going to be late.
Obviously for two. Right, Commissioner?
Nice meeting you.
You have the feeling you're not being wanted.
Shall we?
Georgie, I'm going to have to take a rain check.
Oh, Mac.
Business.
Okay, but you owe me.
Agreed.
Dinner here tonight, 7:30, and no more rain checks.
You're beautiful. Commissioner? You do? Come in. Thank you. You're here about Vanessa? Yes, you were close friends, weren't you? People say I created Vanessa. I invented Vanessa. I fashioned her in all her beauty out of a naive, untutored young woman. We became good friends. Of course, she had other friends. How she fixed her enemies?
None that I know of. Does it have to be an enemy? What about a burglar, housebreaker?
No, that's unlikely. A burglar would have stolen her jewelry. There was expensive photographic equipment.
Balmain stuff.
Do you know him?
I told you she had other friends. Francois Balmain was one of them. He photographed her well. She never realized it was impossible not to.
I take it you don't care for Mr. Balmain.
More important, I knew he was bad for Vanessa, wasting her time, her talent. The irony is that yesterday at lunch, she finally saw the light. She was going to break up with him. Say, you don't think that I had anything to do with it?
How does your wife feel about Vanessa?
A good question. I wish I could answer it. I never asked her.
And she never volunteered.
My wife and I have an understanding. We respect each other's identity and each other's associations.
Very progressive. Still, I'd like to talk to her.
Why not, as soon as she gets back from Caracas? She left last Friday.
I take it she wasn't here then when... how about you, Mr. Starr?
When Vanessa was killed. Aren't you supposed to read me my rights before?
Well, you do have the right to remain silent in the event that you waive...
Forget it. I was taking a drive last night.
After midnight?
Some people do drugs, some do booze. I do driving late at night. It relaxes me.
You stop any place?
I never stop anywhere.
Not even for gas?
You know, you're right. I did stop for gas.
Where?
Just off the Bayshore Freeway, I guess.
You guess?
I didn't write it down.
No, of course not. Thank you, Mr. Starr. We'll, check it out.
I'm sure you will.
Unless, of course, there was somebody with you to back up your story.
Sorry.
You were alone.
I sometimes am.
Do you remember this one?
You were a lot younger then.
You weren't.
You're sweet. You know, that was the first picture that I ever had published. I guess you were lucky for me.
Come a long way, Georgie.
I hope you're in the mood for ceviche.
Huh?
Ceviche. It's raw fish. Don't you like raw fish?
Did you make it?
Of course I made it.
Then I'll love it.
Good. Then I'll eat the steak.
Well, I don't want to deprive you.
Then don't.
Cheers.
Oh,
Mm. It's good to see you laugh.
I haven't much today, have I?
Vanessa's death hit you pretty hard, didn't it?
Yeah, I still can't believe she's gone. Makes me look at everybody in a funny way. Hate myself for my own suspicions. Well, Beulah, for instance. Oh, Mac, this is shameful, but she seems to be the only one. Well, I mean, she's going to get Vanessa's contract. I don't like to say it, but...
You mean Beulah is the only one who will benefit from Vanessa's death?
Yeah. $250,000. Tons of publicity. And the way I hear it, a new patron.
New patron?
Murray Starr.
Did Beulah have anything to do with Francois?
Oh, no, never. But that wasn't Beulah's fault. Anything that was Vanessa's, Beulah wanted. You. Mac, what are you thinking about? Don't say it's me.
It's not you.
Oh, what a terrible thing to say. It's her, isn't it?
With those eyes. What's behind those eyes?
Oh, there's everything behind those eyes. That's what made Vanessa what she was. It's not all there in those stills. You'd have to see the way she smiled, the way she moved.
Right.
Where are you going?
To the movies.
Great. You know how long it's been since I've seen a good film?
Alone.
What?
I won't be long. Will you trust me?
Francois?
Please, don't hurt me. Take anything you want.
Vanessa?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Okay. I'll go first. I'm investigating a murder.
Whose?
Yours.
I'm sorry, I just don't follow you.
Where have you been?
Up in the Sierras. I have a cabin there.
And I suppose there's no television or radio.
No electricity, as a matter of fact.
Otherwise, you'd have heard about your own death. At 12:20 last night, someone was pushed off of your balcony.
Oh, no! Oh, my God!
It was Louise.
Who is Louise?
Louise Sherrill. She's my best friend. She's a travel writer. Whenever she's in town, she stayed with me.
Could she have worn your clothes?
We shared all the time.
But who would want to kill Louise?
Maybe nobody wanted to kill Louise.
But somebody. You mean somebody thought it was me?
Did anybody know you were out of town?
Only Louise. She called me about 20 minutes before I left. I told her she'd have the place to herself. I wanted to get away. There was something I wanted to think through.
Did anybody see you when you drove to your cabin?
There's no road, just an airstrip. I flew up myself. The plane's on long-term loan from a friend.
Murray Starr? You know, Vanessa, in investigating your murder, I've learned a great deal about you. I feel as though I know you. Yes?
Commissioner, yeah, I've got a gas station attendant here who says that he remembers seeing Starr last night about midnight.
Was he alone?
No. No, according to the attendant, he was with a dynamite brunette.
He's sure it was Starr.
Well, he identified his picture.
Okay, thanks.
You don't suspect Murray Starr?
The only person I rule out is Mrs. Starr. Anybody who as much as knew you is under suspicion. Guy Bragan, Ernie Hoving, even Georgie.
No. But if you want a candidate, try Aaron Leacock. The director, he hates me.
Let's talk about Francois.
Francois. He's got to be told I'm all right. Have you talked to him, too?
No, but I've tried. He's on the run.
But why would he?
Usually people who are on the run have something to hide.
Or if they're afraid someone will suspect them. Francois' no angel, Commissioner. But he's no killer. He does have a criminal record. And we had a fight last night.
What about?
The usual. Marriage. He wanted to. I didn't. Then he told me we either get married right away or we split. That's why I wanted to go away and think it through. It's all my fault. If I hadn't gone away...
Well, we gotta get you out of here. Somebody, we don't know who, thought he killed you. Killed your friend instead. But he or she doesn't know that. I'd like to keep that advantage. I want you to play dead. Hide out, disappear.
Hide out? Where? Back at my cabin?
No. Back at my cabin.
Agatha! Agatha!
Hi, Commissioner.
Take your coat.
Oh. I'm not seeing what I'm seeing.
You are seeing. But you're not telling what you're seeing. Nobody's to know she's alive.
Vanessa.
Now, she's going to be staying with us for a while. I want you to prepare the guest room.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Is that the best arrangement you could make? Wait, you...
How about a drink?
No, thanks. I feel kind of drained. I think I'll just get a bit of sleep.
Okay. Talk tomorrow. Vanessa. Did anybody else beside Louise have a key to your apartment?
Francois.
Good night.
Still not right. The drape isn't hanging properly. Can't you see it's loose in all the wrong places? Ugh, not that tight. Now I can't breathe. It looks awful.
Miss Harrington?
Yes? Commissioner?
Ma'am, do you think you could stick pins into somebody else for a while?
I could, but my heart wouldn't be in it.
Miss Harrington.
Call me Beulah.
Beulah. According to your statement, you were in bed when Vanessa Vale was murdered.
That's right. But of course, I don't have any witnesses, Commissioner.
How about the gas station attendant who saw you with Murray Starr?
In my bedroom?
No, at the station. You do remember being out with Murray Starr, don't you?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure whether you were in your own bed or out driving around with Murray Starr? It's very interesting. Because you were at a gas station not far from Vanessa's apartment somewhere around midnight. Vanessa was murdered at 12:20.
You don't think I... You can't possibly.
When all else fails, Beulah, try the truth.
Yes, I was with him. But we never went near that building. And just because we were together doesn't mean there's anything between us. I got this letter, and I called him because I thought he ought to see it. That's why we were together that night.
What kind of letter?
A letter accusing me of having an affair with Murray Starr. It was a threatening letter.
Of course, it wasn't signed.
No, but I was pretty sure who it was from.
Murray Starr's wife?
Mm-hmm. Murray tore it up and threw it away. He said I should just forget it.
He told me they had a very progressive relationship.
That's what Murray always said. But I guess deep down, Jenny Starr had her pride.
Was that all, Beulah?
That's all, Commissioner. Swear it.
I guess so. I'll be better when you're here, though.
I ought to be home in about 45 minutes.
Tell him I'm making a banana souffle.
Mac, Agatha said to tell you she's making you a banana souffle.
Yes, I heard. And tell her I'm only coming home for lunch, not to a state banquet. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
You ready?
Oh, what? For what?
Well, something elegant yet unpretentious would be fine. I'm not particular.
Oh, lunch.
Yeah, our date, remember?
Well, Georgie, something's come up.
Oh, well, you can tell me about it over my lobster salad, darling. I'm starved.
I've got to cancel. I've made an appointment.
Oh, it must be terribly important. Break it.
I can't.
Oh, now, Mac, what business could be more important than me?
Oh, Georgie, you're not being fair.
No, of course I'm not. But good little sport that I am. Why don't I drop you off?
Oh, no, it's way out of your way. Besides, I have my own car. Thanks.
Oh, no, it's no trouble at all. Where are you going?
Georgie, I'm going home for lunch.
Oh, how quaint. How marvelously old-fashioned of you. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I go along?
I said it was business.
Yes, I know what you said. And now you listen to me. I called Agatha a little while ago because I wanted to find out your favorite restaurant around here so I could surprise you and take you to lunch. And she hemmed and she hawed, and she finally told me not to bother because you wouldn't be able to make it. And the way I piece it together is that you've got a romantic little tryst waiting for you back at your apartment during my lunch hour. And don't try to tell me about her, Commissioner. I don't want to know.
What was that?
Oh, just a little attack of jealousy.
Well, I guess it's nice to know that somebody cares, sir.
Oh, thank heavens you're here. I've been trying to get you all day.
Your banana souffle fell.
She's gone. Vanessa, gone. Oh, I was in the kitchen whipping up my banana souffle, just talking about this and that, and she was in here on the phone.
You mean you were talking to her while she was talking on the phone?
Oh, you know how I do that.
Yes, I do know.
Then when I realized she wasn't answering me, I figured she was just ignoring me. You know, like you do sometimes when you're on the phone.
I'm sorry.
Don't mention it. Anyway, when I came in here, she was just gone.
Do you know who she was talking to?
Well, she sounded very weepy, like she was pleading with somebody. I figured an ex-husband.
No, she's never been married.
Well, why was she crying?
Do you remember anything she said?
That would be eavesdropping.
Do you remember anything she said?
Well, before she left, I looked in, and she was saying, please, you've got to tell me. I'll do anything. I'll do any... I think she said, I'll do a walk-on for you. I'll do a cameo bit. I'll get you a release. Does that make any sense?
Come in. No, financing is no problem. And we'll have a Arnold, I'll talk to you later. All right, what do you want?
Congratulations.
On what?
I hear you're going to make a picture. Vanessa going to be in it?
Maybe.
Wrong answer. You're supposed to say, are you crazy? Vanessa's dead. You knew she's alive, didn't you? You knew we were investigating a murder. Why didn't you tell us?
I didn't tell my mother either.
Withholding information? Harboring a fugitive? Adds up to a felony. Now, if I make one little phone call, you won't make your picture for quite some time. Where's Francois?
I don't know. He calls in every now and then, but he never tells me where he is. And that's the truth.
DiMaggio, any messages?
Oh, yes, sir. A lady called here for you. She said it was important, but she wouldn't leave her name. Said for you not to worry, that you'd understand.
And of course, she didn't say where she was.
No, sir. But wherever it is, there was an engine in the background. What, a boat? Maybe a race cars?
A plane?
Well, not a jet plane, sir. A jet goes, not,
A private plane?
Maybe.
Thanks, Sergeant. Out, Vanessa. What do you think you're doing? You're going up to the cabin, aren't you? Francois up there.
He left a message for me on my answering machine.
He finds out you're still alive, and his first move is to get you to go up to an isolated mountain cabin? What does that sound like to you?
He loves me, Mac.
Like hell he does.
Don't give me logic. He loves me, and I'm going up there.
All right. I'm going with you.
You'll arrest him?
I'll talk to him first. You're sure you can fly this thing?
I'm the Red Baroness. You've got to try to understand, Mac. Francois is hiding because he's afraid that the police will try to connect him with Louise's death.
Did he know her?
Well, they'd met, and he knew me, and he does have a police record. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Elevator's gone. We've lost up and down control.
Hope you can land this thing.
If we're lucky, by jockeying the throttle and the trim tab.
any good.
Landing's the tough part. Cable. It snapped.
Mm-hmm.
How could that have happened?
How could it not happen? Most of the strands have been cut, see? Only one strand left.
Who?
Who do you think?
Francois?
He's the only one who knew you'd be flying this plane today.
Mac, I'm sorry about today. About running off without telling you.
I'll forget it.
People do funny things when they're in love.
Hmm.
When they think they are. I don't know what to think.
Why don't you get some rest?
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Yes.
Mac, I'm sorry to come barging in on you like this, but I just hope that you'll forgive me.
Oh, nothing to forgive.
Oh, well, then you're not angry with me for that dumb little tantrum I threw.
Of course not.
I didn't have any right to do that, did I?
Why don't we talk about this tomorrow? I've got a lot of things I have to do.
Georgie! Well, it's just like Grand Central Station, isn't it? I mean, with all of us meeting at the door at the same time, night all.
Something's going on.
Why don't we go see?
No. Somebody else is here.
Where? There's nobody here.
Well, then you won't mind if I take a look for myself?
Georgie, if you open that door, something in our relationship is going right down the drain. It's called trust.
Oh, Mac, now, I want to trust you.
It's your decision, not mine.
Oh, Mac, I'm sorry.
Georgie, I really have work to do.
All right, look, I don't want to bother you, but if there's anything that I can do to help, then please let me know.
I promise.
Well, it was a lovely evening, even though it didn't last long.
Good night.
Will you call me tomorrow?
I promise.
All right.
Oh, Georgie, you finish shooting your campaign
With Beulah?
tomorrow, don't you?
Right.
Well, why don't you have a party? Invite all your friends. Nothing elaborate.
Well, sure. What time?
Oh, 5-ish. Let's make it a cocktail party.
Right, done.
Terrific.
Now, you sure that you don't want to tell me what all this is
I'm
about?
positive.
Good night.
Good night.
I would like a glass of milk.
Kitchen's all yours.
Busy household. Mac, I just wanted to tell you how happy I am that I never opened that bedroom door.
Good night, Georgie.
Good night.
You better get out of here before I change my mind. Good night.
Good night.
I'm coming. Agatha. Oh, hi there. Sure, just a minute. Commissioner!
Right here. Agatha, do you realize that there are employers who would like to have their phones answered by something like, Commissioner McMillan's residence?
Well, you see, I say Agatha, and they know it's me. Then I put you on, and they know it's you. Oh, by the way, it sounded urgent. Sergeant DiMaggio.
Yes, Sergeant.
Aaron called in. Very cooperative.
Something about Francois?
Yes, sir. He's holed up in a furnished room at 3133 Olive Street, according to Aaron.
Got it.
Oh, Commissioner. Aaron had a special request for us. He said it's the reason that he's helping us out.
I know. Bring Francois back in one piece.
That's right.
Well, that's up to Francois.
Don't tell me you aren't going to have breakfast.
Okay, I aren't going to have breakfast.
Well, good. That's all the more for me. I like my cooking.
And speaking of cooking, if you lose Vanessa again, I'll boil you in oil.
Boiled Agatha. Ugh.
Read him his rights.
Oh, Commissioner, it's the French police. They're answering your inquiry.
Thank you. Send him in, please. Sit down, Francois. This telex is about you, Francois. One arrest for assault on a girlfriend. Another for starting a free-for-all at a rally. Another for instigating a night fight in a cafe. You're what the law might term violence-prone.
I'm flattered.
It could sway a jury.
I did not do anything to earn a jury.
Maybe. We know a witness who saw you leave Vanessa's apartment the night of the murder after a loud argument. Was it about Murray Starr? Was it jealousy? If you couldn't have her, nobody else could?
Sir, did you...
No, here. Huh? Suppose you left Vanessa's apartment and then came back and found her on the terrace. That was your opportunity. You could push her over the railing. When did you first find out you killed Louise, not Vanessa?
I did not kill anybody.
Where were you yesterday morning? You were supposed to be with Vanessa up at her cabin. You were the only one who knew she'd be flying. You cut the cable on her plane.
That's a very interesting story, Commissioner. Don't waste it. Sell it to the television.
Well, if I'm wrong, you could straighten me out.
Would you believe me? Would you believe a violence-prone, marijuana-smoking foreigner who does not conform to your bourgeois mentality?
Try me.
Believe what you want. You will anyway.
All right, Francois, thank you.
Meg, babe, you better get upstairs and get ready.
But they're early.
I know.
Murray, darling, you're early. But I'm so glad that you could make it.
It needs to be made right now as a drink.
Oh, fine. The bar's right over there. You look stunning, Beulah.
Thanks. Murray's pleased with the proofs.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Do you know, Georgie, they're not as good as the ones you did of me way back when.
Oh, but darling, I was younger then.
Beulah, have you seen the pictures? Are you happy?
Well, frankly, I've been shot better.
Next time we'll shoot you with the Colt 45.
So where to, sir? Georgie's place?
Oh, no, first to my apartment. Are you getting taller, or is it my imagination?
Oh, no. It's just the cushion. I had a rough time getting the department to issue it, but I told them it was for your comfort.
Your pillow is for my comfort.
Well, it's true in a way. You see, it's tough for me to drive with the seat pushed all the way back, and if the seat is not pushed all the way back, then there wouldn't be enough room for your legs.
Oh.
So if I sit on a cushion, then we're both about the same height.
Well, of course. That's the answer.
To what?
To what I saw and didn't see. Thank you, Sergeant.
For what?
For helping me solve a murder.
I think you're gonna love these shots. I've made Beulah look like an undergraduate.
Thank you.
More champagne for everybody.
And this is the young lady we're celebrating. Now, where are those photographs? I can hardly wait.
Just a minute. Meg, how we doing?
Coming right up.
Guy?
Right, love. Fabulous. Sensational. They're just great.
It's a triumph.
I told you so. Mac, darling, what a surprise. Am I overdoing it?
Just a little bit.
That's me, all right.
I'm sorry to ruin your party. Hello, Mr. Starr.
Commissioner?
Afternoon. Very nice.
Thank you.
Hello.
Commissioner?
Hi. But I did bring somebody to liven it up. Will you come in, please?
Vanessa, we thought you were...
Vanessa, this is your idea of a great show. It was very
She was my house guest.
Just had to sign another girl to a contract.
This is incredible. Why didn't you tell us? This is incredible.
I mean, it was some sort of a joke, Vanessa. Just had to sign another girl to a contract, and then you...
Don't, Francois. Don't look at me like that. I didn't tell the police, Francois.
You didn't tell the police what?
I didn't tell anything.
Go on, tell him.
I didn't tell you the real reason I left town that night. We had an argument. Francois left. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't. It didn't matter anyway. He called. He warned me that if I didn't give up my career and if I didn't give up my friendship with Marie Starr, he said he'd kill me. He sounded crazy, like he was on something. He started screaming and he cursed at me. He said he was coming right over to settle things once and for all. I was frightened, so I hung up and got out of there as soon as possible. But he came back, and he killed the wrong person by mistake.
Lies. Lies. She's gone mad.
When I came back, you tried to kill me again. You cut the cable on my plane.
How can you believe that? It was true. We argued that night. But it was not about Mary Starr. It was about another woman. I was in love with her. Vanessa found out about it. I was her possession. She owned me.
Not a word of this is true.
I left her and her screaming. I went home, but she didn't let me rest. I got a phone call. She said if I was not back in 15 minutes, she was going to throw my camera in the incinerator. She knew what that camera was to me. So I came back. And outside the building, there were people. A man said somebody had fallen from a building. So I pushed through to take a look. It was Louise. It was Louise, you see. She was dead.
How could you be sure it was Louise?
The amethyst ring. I gave it to her. It was my grandmother's.
So Louise was the girl you were in love with?
Yes.
But that was Vanessa's ring. I photographed her wearing it.
No. Louise just loaned it to her for the pictures. She didn't know Louise was wearing my ring.
So you saw Louise, the girl you were in love with, dead, lying on the sidewalk, and then you just turned around and walked away?
All I could think about was myself. Saving my skin. Somehow I knew that she didn't just fall. That it could not have been an accident. That she had been pushed over that balcony. And I knew I would get the blame for it. My fingerprints all over Vanessa's apartment. My police record. Yes, I ran. For all the wrong reasons. But I am not a murderer.
He's lying. I never knew about him and Louise.
How tall are you, Vanessa?
5'4".
5'4". I'm 6'4", and yet when we sat in the plane together, our heads were the same level.
Maybe the seats are different.
No, you were sitting on a parachute.
I always do.
No, you don't. Because in the movie that Francois shot of you, you weren't wearing any.
I'm a very good pilot.
I know.
And a parachute, Mac, they're not really required. And anyway, the straps wrinkle my clothes.
Why were you wearing a parachute when I flew with you?
I don't know, I just did.
I'm saying you plotted to get rid of me. After leaving all your little clues lying around, you knew I'd show up at the airport. You were waiting for me. No, you wore a parachute because you cut the cable yourself. But you didn't know how long it would hold. Suppose it gave out when we gained higher altitude or flew over the Sierras. Then you'd have jumped and I, without a parachute, would have been killed.
Mac.
It's not difficult to explain. After all, I did insist on going with you. Very clever.
You can't really believe this.
Why would anybody want to kill me? Was I getting too close? That got me to thinking. Why did you leave those beauty mask instructions on the mirror? You didn't need them.
If Louise hadn't tried that mask...
You learned to use that stuff for the photography. You didn't leave them there. You put them there.
Why would I?
To get rid of Francois and Louise at the same time. And the only way you could get rid of them both was to frame him for her murder and make it look like an attack on you. That was very, very clever. It was.
Do something. You're my friend. Help me.
You don't need a friend, my darling. You need a lawyer.
Booker.
Thank you.
Georgie, if you open that door, something in our relationship is going to go down the drain. It's called trust.
Mac, now why couldn't you trust me?
I trust you with my life.
Well, then why couldn't you tell me about Vanessa?
Because a good cop keeps his mouth shut, especially to over-inquisitive, gorgeous blondes. Here, I need a drink.
No, you've had enough.
No.
Well, then you knew Francois wasn't guilty, even before you got the two of them together for that little showdown?
I found out 10 minutes before we got here. See, we were riding in the car. And...
Yeah.
Don't ask. If I can't have another drink, how about something to eat? I'm getting hungry.
I've got couscous cooking.
Huh?
Couscous.
Sounds plural.
Vanessa, wait. How wrong can you be about somebody? Well, I suppose the only thing that matters to me about a woman is her cheekbones. Now, with men, it's different. I think I'll shoot you photographically.
Oh, that's a relief.
Let's set up a date for a session. How about next Wednesday afternoon?
Do you work at night?
Oh, beautifully.
Friday. I can't do anything about it
but I'll
until
have him
Monday.
call
No,
you
I'm
as soon
sorry
as
to
he's
have to
done.
rush you off.
Commissioner, we didn't take up that Dawson
Commissioner
proposal.
McMillan's
That took him 4 months. He can wait 1 week
Miss
for an
Stein,
answer.
I'm sorry, he's
But, sir, we have this...
When he comes out, I'll have him call. If you'll just leave your
Maggie,
telephone.
pull the plug. I gotta get out of
But
here.
your phone messages.
Any from the President of the United States?
No.
Good. The rest can wait.
Commissioner, you have an appointment with Sergeant Rupert. Been waiting an hour.
Well, don't you think you can stall him or something?
I think you should stall him yourself.
Commissioner, I'm Sergeant Rupert.
You do?
I won't take up much of your time, sir.
Well, you know how it is. Something has come up.
Does that mean you won't be able to see me at all?
Well, sometimes it's necessary to shuffle priorities when an emergency arises.
Sure, I understand. I had it all the time in administration. Of course, now I'm in investigation. I've written this proposal for new training techniques. Could I leave it with you?
Sure.
Oh, let me put my number on it, just in case you have any questions. I'll be home all weekend.
Very good. Call me next week. We'll set up an appointment.
Great.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. Thanks. He's terrific. Hey there. Hi, Maureen. I've been trying to get over here all week to see you. Did you get a place to live?
Oh, I found one. Moved in and got flooded out by a busted water main.
No.
So I'm living in a motel.
Well, it's silly. You can stay with me.
Well,
Hi, Janet.
hi.
See you about 7, okay?
Okay.
I put my housekeeper on a train, so nobody will be there. Just bring your toothbrush. I've got everything else you need.
Fine.
I hope you're looking forward to this weekend as much as I am.
I'm sure I am. Excuse me, Commissioner. Have a nice weekend. Both of you.
Stewart J. McMillan. The other was Janet Carney. Now, the door to the back was open. The screen was ajar. The windows were all blown out, almost all over the house, as you know.
Okay.
Okay, what else?
About these people you just mentioned. Are you involved?
Those are the people that we know of that were involved in the accident. We're checking them out.
DiMaggio, I heard the call go out.
Hi, Maureen. It looks like most of the damage was confined to just one room.
I think a friend of mine might have been in the apartment.
Janet Carney?
Yeah.
Well, they just took her off.
Where? To the hospital?
No.
Oh.
Did you know her very well?
I helped her get a job with the department.
I told the commissioner that when Joe Murchison is going to threaten somebody, he's not just popping off.
What about the commissioner?
Well, go back.
There you go, Goldie. Let me change out. Thank you. Get the top pliers out. They're hitting on them. Okay. Afternoon.
Afternoon. What's the matter with these lakes of yours? They're supposed to let go of the fish every now and then.
Where you been fishing?
Lake Kazanka, south side.
It's all right if you like to taste a little bitty carp.
You know a better place?
Well, sure, I know a lot of places. I got maps. What that around here? Oh, there you go. Look at him. Just one left. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? What'd you get for it?
Well, I like to make my customers, keep them happy. Just good public relations.
Well, thank you kindly.
But I do have expenses duplicating them. I'll be $10.
You know, the half of the fun of fishing is finding the right spot, don't you?
Well, $7. Just be breaking even.
I tell you what. In case I strike out, I'll take one of those chops there.
You got a place around here?
No, I borrowed it from a friend.
That's really something, friend. Waiting this late in the season.
You know what they say about gift horses?
I don't know anything about horses. I'm allergic to them.
Oh.
There you go. That'll be $9.52.
$9.52?
Well, the trout was $7. What are you talking about? There you go, boy. You know something? You'd have been a lot better off taking that nap. Come back and see me. How much I say the map was?
$10.
So is the glasses. Muchas gracias. Come back and see me.
I'll try.
Sir, I still think we ought to wait for Lieutenant Enright to get back. He ought to be doing this, Chief. All right. Our first speaker today will be Chief Paulson. Chief Paulson.
There could be no more appropriate spot than this to honor the memory of Stuart J. McMillan. Mac loved this building. He loved this courtyard. And I like to feel that he's here with us right now, looking down, smiling that smile that we all know so well. And I think he'd be pleased if I repeated a story that is typical of the man. When I was first appointed to the rank of chief, he called me into his office to congratulate me. And I said to him, Commissioner, we are going to stamp out crime in San Francisco, or I'm going to die trying. And he said, Chief, since the Widow's Fund is running a little low, I hope that's not necessary. Yes. He's always ready with wit, wisdom, courage.
They're having a memorial for you.
Never mind all that. I can't talk to you now. I want you to meet me in an hour at the Palace Motel.
Why?
Do you want to go back to administration?
No.
Do you want to stay in investigation?
Yeah.
Then meet me there. I'll be registered under the name of, Sam Stew Chief. Got it?
Yeah.
All right. You all right?
Yeah.
Smile. All right. And don't tell anybody you saw me.
Right.
And we promise ourselves that the murderer of Stuart J. McMillan and Janet
Carney
will be brought to swift and uncompromising justice.
Yes?
It's Maureen.
Come on in.
I don't think so, sir.
Why?
Commissioner, there are things that are bothering me about this.
Come on in. Now, what's bothering you?
Are you aware that Janet was only 22 years old?
No.
She was. Now, I realize that in our society, a lot of women prefer older men. And I don't want you to think that I don't sympathize with your situation.
What situation are you sympathizing with?
Obviously, in recovering from the death of your wife, you have certain needs.
Obviously. Now, get to the point.
You and Janet were together.
We were clearly not together.
She was in your apartment.
And Janet is dead.
Yes.
And the man that was with her in my apartment is dead.
Yes.
Then explain it to me. If I spent the weekend with her, how come I'm alive when the man who was with her is dead?
I don't understand any of this, sir.
I don't either. Sit down.
Thank you. It's just that I feel somehow responsible for Janet. And if she wasn't with you, what was she doing in your apartment?
I loaned it to her. She told me her place had a busted water main.
Yeah, she told me that.
Actually, we swapped places.
For what?
For her uncle's cabin on Lake Agonza.
Oh.
I needed a few days to myself, that's all. Didn't think it would turn out to be such a big deal.
Then you mean you and Janet never... Well, as I said, what went on between the two of you is really none of my business.
Now I have a question for you. How could they identify the body as mine?
I guess the explosion and fire really did a job.
Didn't the lab come up with anything?
They're working on it, but they can't be sure. The man was about your size, and your car was in its stall.
Oh, I had it in for repairs, and the garage called and said it wouldn't be ready till Saturday. Will you sit still?
I'm still, sir.
So rather than lose a night at the lake, I left my car for Janet and took hers.
I guess they just assumed it was you. Who else would be in your apartment at that hour?
I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
Me?
You knew her?
I knew her in college. She was a freshman and I was a senior. But as to who she'd been dating recently, I have no idea. Why are you hiding?
I need a little more time. I have to assume the man who was after me thinks he succeeded.
Yeah.
If he was after me.
But... Oh.
And if he wasn't, I have to find out who he was after.
You mean the man he killed?
Let's put it this way. If the cat thinks the mouse is dead, there are certain advantages to the mouse.
Don't you think you should tell the department about this, though?
No. No, not yet. Of course, it'll be tough on Agatha, my housekeeper. Well, I can't help that. There are a couple of things I want you to do.
Yes, sir.
You got a pencil?
Mm.
Paper? Right.
Oh. Shoot, sir. Hi. Hello.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Hello, Sergeant.
Oh, hello, Chief.
What's that?
These are Janet Carney's things. She was a friend of mine, on a personal basis. I just thought if there was something I could do to help.
The homicide people will take care of it. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm sure they will. Loved your speech.
Oh, you did, really?
Yeah.
I felt special eloquence was called for.
Hmm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then there were 3 lipsticks, a comb, a lighter, theater ticket stub.
Have a date on it?
Last November, a production at Theater University. And then this thing from Cyril's church.
This thing?
Yeah, you know, a mimeograph sheet. One that has the prayers on one side and the day's activities on the other. There weren't many of those, though.
Was Janet Catholic?
Yeah, but I don't think she went regularly.
Was there a date on the sheet?
Yeah, last Saturday.
That was the day she died.
Maybe she went to Mass.
Or confession.
They can do that any day of the week.
There's only one way to find out.
Commissioner. Your disguise.
Oh. Sergeant, your purse. Father?
Hello, may I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for the parish priest. Are you he?
Temporarily. Father Revere's been ill. Ordinarily, I'm his assistant. I'm Father Matheson.
Father? Interesting church.
Interesting churches are not necessarily always beautiful churches, although in this case, as you can see, it is.
Didn't Bing Crosby play you in a movie once?
I couldn't whistle Toodaloo if St. Peter himself demanded it. Have we met?
I don't think so.
I can't say whether I recognize your name since you haven't given one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stuart McMillan, Commissioner of Police. Father, is there any place where we can talk privately?
That's usually done in the confessional.
I'm not here for a confession. I just want to talk.
Either my office or the cloister, take your pick.
I presume the cloister is as private as the office?
And prettier.
Even though I'm not a Catholic, Father, I would like this conversation held in confidence.
Anytime I'm engaged in professional counseling, I'm ethically bound to secrecy, even if it doesn't have the same moral strictures as the confessional.
I see.
Are you here for professional counseling?
No. I'm here to talk about Janet Carney.
What about her?
You do know her.
I did. According to the newspaper, she's dead. You were in the same newspaper. Your picture. I'm afraid I don't understand.
It's complicated. Lots of things I don't know myself, but I would like to know some things, well, anything, about Janet.
What sort of things?
She was here last Saturday, wasn't she?
And if she was?
I'm trying to identify the man she died with, the one they assumed was me. Did she mention anything about anyone? Somebody she was intimate with?
Commissioner, she did come, but it was for confession. And I'm sure you're aware that I just can't talk about that.
I am. Do you suppose you could talk about what she didn't say?
What do you mean?
You could save me running up and down a blind alley.
Good point. I guess I wouldn't be violating my vows by discussing what she didn't say.
Which was?
She didn't say anything that would be helpful to you. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
Scare you a little bit?
A lot.
Mind if I drive?
Well, I can drive.
Well, since I'm going to drop you off, this makes better sense.
They located Joe Murchison. They're bringing him in for questioning. He's the one that DiMaggio thinks is behind this.
Oh, good. Then I can stick with Janet.
How'd you know where I live?
I looked it up in a book.
A book?
The telephone directory.
Oh.
Do you always ask such dumb questions?
Well, what questions am I supposed to ask? Like, where are you dropping me off?
For instance?
Well, I assume you're dropping me off at a car rental agency, considering the fact that you need transportation. And you can't rent a car yourself without identification. Of course, you could keep on driving Janet's car, but the police are looking for it, so that wouldn't be very smart of you. Where are you dropping me off? All set.
Here, best hot dogs in town.
No, thank you. I'm trying to skip lunches lately.
Why?
Well, I'm starting to curve a little more than I used to.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Really?
When did you see Janet last? I mean, before she joined the department.
Last April. I went back for an alumni meeting.
Did you talk to her?
Just casually. Somebody said she'd been spending all her time with her studies.
All her time? Does that sound like Janet to you?
Pretty girls can be smart.
I've noticed. What was her major?
History. Are you going out to the university?
Well, I struck out at the church. I figured Janet would only lead.
See Dr. Winninger. She's the active head of the department.
Okay, give me the keys.
Oh.
Oh, forgot.
If you drive a car that's rented in my name and you have an accident, is my insurance still valid?
I don't know. But always keep your car doors locked. Oh, yeah. Where is the car?
Out front.
You threatened him, Murchison, and he gets killed. Now, what do you want me to do, Murchison? You want me to chalk it up to ESP?
No, but I have a better suggestion. What you can do with it.
I don't know. Somehow I think if I hadn't been out of town, this whole thing might never have happened.
Oh, Buster, I wish I had been out of town. Then we could stop all of this and all go out for a drink.
Hey, the man is a lieutenant.
So?
So, call him that when you talk to him and show some respect, all right?
Sergeant.
Mercy. Lieutenant. I'm sorry if I didn't show the proper respect.
Look, you threatened him.
So I talk a lot. Did somebody pass a law?
Yeah? Sergeant Rupert, it's for you.
For me?
That's what my secretary says.
Thank you. Hello? Oh. Hello.
Listen, I want to ask you something.
Of course. I just didn't expect for you to call me here.
Enright's secretary wouldn't know my voice from Tony Bennett's.
Well, what do you want to know?
Sergeant, is that an important business phone call?
Yes. Sir, it's, a previous case I've been working on.
Maureen, I want you to think carefully. Did you tell anybody that I was alive?
Of course not. Why?
I was tailed right after I left you.
You were what? I guess I don't understand that.
Well, I don't either, but somebody knows a lot more what's going on than we do.
Of course, there was one other.
Yes, I know, the priest. I'll check on him, but first I've made an appointment with Dr. Winninger. Are all the professors out there as tuned in as she is?
What do you mean?
When I told her I wanted to talk about Janet, she didn't even know about the murder.
That means she doesn't know you're alive. She doesn't know anything about you either.
I'm counting on it.
By the way, did you lock the car doors?
Goodbye.
Just what is the nature of your inquiry?
Well, Janet applied for a position in our department.
Must be a significant one with you checking her out yourself.
Why? Does it surprise you that she would apply for a significant job?
That she'd apply, no. That you take her seriously.
I take it you have a low opinion of her.
Janet is fairly bright, fairly ambitious. Sorry, I can't speak as well of her judgment or her personal conduct.
Could you be more specific?
I could, but I don't intend to.
I'm wondering about her friends.
I understand what you want. I have given you my professional opinion. I do not intend to indulge in gossip. Have a nice day.
Job done right, or saving a few bucks. I think we ought to have confidence that the Lord will provide.
If the bank would just have that much confidence in him.
Father, you leave the bank to me.
You've got it.
Goodbye.
Father.
Mr. McMillan.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I didn't want that man to see me. Who is he?
That's Bernard McGavin. Do you know him?
No.
He's chairman of the renovation committee.
Oh. Father, I want you to think back in the last 24 hours. Did you say anything to anyone that might give me away?
Of course not.
It's not a casual question, Father. Any veiled reference, any slip of the tongue?
I'm positive. Why?
Somebody's following me. If I could find out how he found out I'm alive, it might clear up a lot of things.
I see. Well, I guess I strike out again.
I don't know whether I'm glad or disappointed. Thanks. Who are you?
My name's Mason.
Who sent you? Ah.
That'll explain everything.
San Francisco police?
Oh, Enright's gonna have my butt for breakfast.
Well, we finally got a dental make on that body. It didn't tell us who he was, but it did tell us that it wasn't you.
You didn't let the newspapers know. You must have figured out what I was doing.
Not really. But I decided to let Internal Affairs have a go at it to try and find out without blowing your cover.
Well, how did he locate me?
Well, I decided that you probably needed a contact, somebody in the department. So I told him to check any officer who'd been acting strangely the last day or two.
I used all the academy procedures against being tailed.
What now, sir?
Well, too many people know. Might as well release a statement.
Right away.
And we can turn in that rental car?
Right.
Oh, there is one more thing, Commissioner. You know that gold desk pen you always used? You know, your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you were killed, I mean, when I thought you were, when I thought that you weren't coming back and that you'd never need it again, I lifted it. I mean, I took it as a memento.
Yes?
Well, I would like you to have it, sir. And welcome back.
Thank you, Charlie. Oh, Charlie, I'd like to use Sergeant Rupert for a while, okay?
I'm ready, sir.
She's ready, sir.
Good, good. I have to let somebody know I'm alive. So I'd like you to lay the groundwork so she won't have a heart attack.
She?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm so glad that young people like you appreciated his contribution.
Well, I did.
But, you know, it's like his death wasn't in vain. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I'm trying to talk to you about.
His death was in vain?
No, his death, but you see...
I wish he had met a girl like you in his own time.
No, you don't understand.
I understand his loyalty to Sally, heavens knows. Life goes on and on and on, and except when it doesn't go on.
Please, stop crying. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's going to be a little bit of a shock, but a pleasant shock.
Oh, I've had enough shocks this past weekend to last me a lifetime.
Miss Thornton, you don't understand.
Miss
Thornton. Please, what I'm trying to tell you is very hard to explain, but Commissioner McMillan isn't dead.
You know, people think it's not painful for me to go around packing up things in this apartment just because I wasn't a blood relative.
But he wasn't killed.
Sometimes it's even worse. I have to make judgment on some things I'm not even prepared for. I don't know what to do with this Dizzy Gillespie collection.
Miss Thornton, he's alive.
So I didn't do anything with it. Nothing.
Very good.
I thought you'd feel that way. I was... I don't believe it. The little cheeks, and the little ears, and the little eyes, the little nose, the little shoulders. Oh, you're alive.
Well, I guess I'd better go.
Wait a minute.
Oh, don't leave me.
right back.
You're alive. You're alive. Oh, Commissioner.
Well, I tried, Commissioner.
Well, I do appreciate it. Stay down.
What do you want me to do?
Stay put.
I'm put, sir. Well, that proves one thing anyway.
Which is?
It was you they were after in the first place.
Maybe. Also proves somebody's afraid we're getting close to the truth.
Do you think we are getting closer to the truth?
Sure. Aside from the fact that we don't know who was killed, who killed him, or why, just about wraps it up.
Right, sir.
Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened? A bullet came right through that window, and he hit that door over there. Another one hit the mirror, and right there where I was sitting right there, a bullet came right there. I could have been killed.
Yeah?
Could have been killed.
Is she all right?
I must say, it wasn't thoughtful of you to let me talk on about poor Janet without once mentioning she was dead.
Sorry. Would you have spoken differently? Here, let me help you.
No, I guess not.
Dr. Winninger, last time I saw you, you mentioned something about Janet's conduct.
I also said I refused to indulge in gossip.
Well, I know, but, would you indulge a little? It might help.
Mr. McMillan, affairs between students and professors are not exactly unheard of.
Yes, I remember.
Mind you, I have no proof.
Please indulge.
Well, her major professor, Henry Lundstrom,
Mm-hmm.
I sensed... Well, no, the truth is they were quite blatant about it.
I see.
I am personally convinced that his feelings for her were somehow connected with his bizarre conduct.
Would you know what his bizarre conduct was?
He left.
He left.
3 weeks before final exams. He simply took off.
Did he get into any trouble?
No, oh, no. He wrote me a note saying that he was unable to continue his teaching duties because he was leaving immediately for Kenya.
Kenya?
To gather material for a book, he said.
Do you think he was telling the truth?
Oh, no. No. I am convinced that his departure had something to do with Janet Carney.
How?
I don't know that. I was hardly interested in the details of their little romance. It could have been a lover's spat. Good heavens.
What's the matter?
You don't suppose that... the Henry, that he could have been the one. You know, the one that was killed?
I was thinking the same thing for the past few minutes.
Oh, how awful.
Did he leave anything? Files? Anything like that?
Anything. He left everything. Would you like to take a look?
I certainly would.
I told you his departure was bizarre. He didn't take anything out of his desk.
Tell me something. Would you describe Lundstrom as a short man? Rather stocky?
No, he was average height, rather slender. Why did they think the body was yours if it was a short man?
I wasn't thinking of the victim. I was thinking of somebody else. Somebody took a shot at me.
It's just down the hall. Right here. In here. I have been meaning to get someone in here to take care of this. Well, just what are you looking for, Commissioner?
Well, anything that might have bearing on the relationship.
Well, let's see what we can find.
Are these student papers?
Oh, yes. Yes, they are.
Nothing in here.
Oh, here's something. Here's a connection. A paper written by Janet for his class. Well, at least he didn't let his personal feelings influence his grading. He gave her a C.
Well, seems we've drawn a blank. Professor, thank you for your cooperation.
Anything I can do.
May I take this with me?
I was just about to say those papers belong to the students, but I guess poor Janet won't be coming for it, will she?
No. She won't. Thank you.
Sergeant DiMaggio here.
Steve, me.
Well, hello, sir. Welcome back.
Take this name. Henry Lundstrom. Professor in the history department.
All right, sir. What about him?
Check him out. He disappeared last May.
Got any idea where he might be?
A hunch.
Where?
In a grave. Mark Stewart McMillan.
What's going on?
Father, why didn't you get out of the way?
Because I...
Who was that man?
I don't know. He came in and told me there'd been an accident.
An accident?
Yes, he said a man was trapped in the wreckage and was asking for last rites. We're going there.
It's a good thing you didn't go.
Why?
Because you'd probably never come back alive.
You can't be serious.
I am. Very. Let's go inside.
Father Revere and I share this office. As you can see, he's been here for quite a while.
See. Thank you. Father, I think I may have an answer, at least to some of the questions.
Even to why someone would want to hurt me?
I'd like to tell you about a story I just read.
A story?
About a man named Edmund Davis. He founded one of the first newspapers here in San Francisco. In 1849, the gold rush. He was one of the first to go there and one of the first to come back.
He had no luck?
On the contrary, when he came back, he was loaded, heavily guarded with a man named Kurt Schulin. Millions of dollars worth of gold nuggets, which he proceeded to hide.
Why?
He wanted to buy up the land surrounding his claim, but he knew he couldn't if somebody found out about his strike. Then, unfortunately, he was murdered 5 days later.
Good Lord.
Schulin was arrested, confessed, and hanged. Said he killed Davis because he didn't get his half of the gold.
Was that true?
Nobody knows, and if the gold was there, it was never found.
It's very interesting, Commissioner, but I don't see...
All of Davis's files and papers were given to the archives of the university. Recently, a professor assigned his students the job of doing papers on any of the archived material. Janet Carney was given the subject of Edmund Davis.
Janet? Okay, I see how that ties in, but I still don't see... How can I help you?
Father, you, mentioned the contractor. What was his name?
McGavin.
McGavin. And how long was he here?
Good long time.
Do you know when the church was built?
Yes, I do. Would you like to see the marker?
Yes, please.
What are you expecting?
If I'm right, 1849.
And you're right.
Davis was killed when this church was being built.
Yes. At least the original section. It's been added to over the years.
According to Janet's paper, Davis was chairman of the construction committee of this church.
It's incredible.
If any of this gold story is true, chances are he used this church as a hiding place.
The church?
Well, it was under construction. You probably knew every inch of the plans. Could have been a lot of places.
Are you suggesting the gold is still here?
I don't know. Maybe. But if somebody thought that and somebody read Janet's paper and came to that conclusion, that could explain. That could explain murder. Now, this McGavin, how long has he been here?
Quite a long time.
His first name?
Bernard.
Bernard McGavin. All right. Murder is a reasonable price for that amount of gold, especially in today's market, worth over millions.
Millions?
Here, look at this.
Who's he holding in his arm?
The orb.
Does it look like a sunburst to you, a sunrise?
Possibly. Why?
Davis's last known words were scrawled on a piece of paper. Under the sunrise, it said.
Hand me that screwdriver, would you please? Thank you. Uh-oh. Come up here. Somebody's been here before us. See if we can get this out. Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't find any more than we did, obviously. No room to hide a handkerchief, let alone a ton of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Well, still an awfully good story.
At least part of it was true. Father, who's behind this renovation?
What do you mean?
I mean, who pushed it?
McGavin himself. He even guaranteed a sizable portion of the cost. We owe him an enormous debt of gratitude.
Mm-hmm. What was he contracted for?
Just general restoring, painting, cleaning, rehabilitation. Commissioner, you said that man, he might have killed me. Why?
I don't know. Maybe to hold you as hostage, to force Father Revere to cooperate while he searched this church. Excuse me, Father, I've got some reading to do.
Here it is. I've checked it out on my card, so don't forget to return it. I already owe $2 in fines. Tell me something. Aren't you discouraged?
Sure.
I mean, you've discovered this marvelous story, and it's fantastic and all that, but...
I'm not any closer to finding the killer than I was 2 days ago.
Right. Find something interesting?
Maybe. I don't know how much it's going to help us.
Excuse me, Commissioner, but I didn't know whether you wanted me to be available or whether I should go on with my other work.
Come on in, Marine.
I'm in, sir.
Back in uniform, I see.
Too many people don't believe I'm a sergeant unless I wear it.
I don't know what you mean. They ought to design one for a police
Are you all right?
Maggie, give me Boston information.
And you think you're really onto something?
I think so. The style of that painting is based on the works of Diego Moreta.
I've seen a lot of paintings that look like that.
Exactly. Everybody used to copy him.
Then why is this unusual?
In 1849, Moretti was 11 years old.
Then this was painted long after the church was built?
And long after Davis was dead.
So this couldn't be the sunrise he was referring to.
Nope.
I see. Well, that shoots down one theory, but you said you had something positive.
I want to go over this whole church again. See if there's anything else he could have been referring to.
Okay. Where do you want me to start? The gold is here. I'm afraid the only way to find it would be to tear the entire church down to the ground.
I looked everywhere. Inside the walls, under the foundation, under the floor.
Under the altar. We were looking under the wrong sunburst. It wasn't under the painting, it was under the floor.
You can't ask us to tear up the entire floor.
Just this section. Let me have the screwdriver. Uh-huh. It's metal.
I'll take that. I think if we pry here.
Yeah. It's coming. Davis had the gold under here and sealed it with metal strips.
All right, now stand up, Commissioner. I'll take your bag, miss. It was very sharp of you to pick up on the sunrise clue from Janet's paper.
Very sharp for you, too, Professor Lundstrom.
Why don't we all three of us now have a nice little private conversation in the cloister? Commissioner? The problem was how to get in here and search the place. Then I saw an item in the newspaper, and it was dumped in my lap.
What was the item?
Just a routine little news story saying Father William Matheson had been assigned as an assistant to Father Revere. A fellow from Boston, it said.
And you intercepted him?
That's a nice way to put it. You can stop right there.
You killed him?
He went to his spiritual reward a little ahead of time, that's all.
What made you think you could get away with that?
I'm a scholar. I knew how to bone up enough to get by for a while.
That's when Janet caught on, right?
Belatedly. When I left the campus without saying goodbye, I guess her pride was wounded. Her mind just wouldn't let go. When it finally occurred to her there might be some connection between the gold and the church, she decided to go and take a look. And whom should she run into?
Father, I wonder... Henry!
I'm sure you'll find this devotional inspiring.
Now I understand why you wanted to leave.
Come on, Janet.
You ran off because...
Don't you know I'm doing it for you?
What?
Honey, I couldn't let you be a party to some of the things I might have to do.
So you were going to contact me as soon as you had to go.
Think back, Janet. About us. Can you really doubt that?
Henry, now you listen to me.
Look, Darling, we can't talk here. I'll come see you tonight.
No, I don't think so.
We'll talk for an hour. Alone.
No, I don't trust you, Henry.
You don't trust yourself. Where do you live? I can come over tonight.
In an apartment. I'm staying in an apartment.
Which turned out to be your place, Commissioner.
Who was the other victim?
A friend of Janet's. Apparently, she didn't trust me. She decided to bring him along, unfortunately for him.
Could I ask another question?
Sure, go ahead.
Who was the clown running around taking shots at me?
Oh, him. Well, when it became obvious that you were going to keep prying until you became dangerous, I decided you'd have to be stopped. But it seemed a little risky to do it myself.
How do you go about hiring an assassin?
Good question. Prisons are very grateful to have the clergy around. It was easy to get a look at some of the records of men being released and pick a likely candidate. Would you believe I only paid him $5,000 down? Ex-cons are so grateful for job opportunities. That's enough questions, I think.
You really should have shaved your head.
What?
Don't you think it's a risk, impersonating a man with a bald head?
What are you talking about?
The real Father Matheson. Bald heads are an easy point of identification even over a telephone. When I called Boston and asked them to describe him, their first words were, "He's bald."
You didn't call.
Then how do I know he was bald?
If you knew that before you came here, why?
Why did I let you have my gun? Why did I literally offer you my gun? So we could come out here and have a nice little chat. But I was careful enough to remove the bullets first. So I think you better come along with us. Convinced?
I'm not. Take care of him.
Only $5,000, huh? That guy's getting millions. Toss your gun down right there, Commissioner. Sorry, Lundstrom. I'm taking you in.
If that gun isn't gone by the time I count to 3, this young lady's gonna get a chance to fly. I mean it!
The hostage rule was put in just so there would be no question.
What?
The hostage rule. Code 27, paragraph 13. When a police officer is held hostage, there will be no bargaining under any circumstance.
You're not going to just watch while I throw her over.
That's right. The sooner everybody knows about it, the sooner people like you will learn never to take a hostage.
I don't believe it. You're not going to just stand there.
When did the hostage rule go into effect?
About a minute ago. All right.
Little more to the left.
How's that?
Perfect. What made you decide to call Boston in the first place?
Something Maureen said about people not believing she's a cop unless she's in uniform.
What does that have to do with anything?
The priest. We didn't think of him out of respect for the cloth. He's the only man with complete access to the church. That's why I called Boston to check up on him.
Oh, that Maureen is a smart girl.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna take her out? Who gets the gold?
No, I am not, and the church gets it.
It's a good place for it.
Father Revere is dedicating a new stained glass window in Jenna's memory.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But I still think the least you could do is take Maureen out to dinner. Just to thank her.
Never mix pleasure with business.
Oh, nonsense. Besides, you had Janice Carney in your department.
I never went out with Janet Carney.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I still think you should go out with the sergeant.
DiMaggio?
Rupert.
Who's Rupert?
Maureen Rupert.
Oh, you mean the sergeant?
I think you should go out with the sergeant.
Why didn't you say so?
Coffee. Oh, here's some sugar.
Ooh. Ugh.
ও তুমি
ডরাইছেন?
ডরাবো কেন? মাকে এরকম আতকা মায়া মনের সামনে চলে আসলে তো একটু চিন্তা লাগেই। আর কালকে আবার তোমার মামার সাথে চ্যালেঞ্জ। বইলা আইসো শেষবার মতো চুল দাঁড়িয়ে আশ্রয় আসতে।
শুনেন, কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা, কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে?
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন। মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটা দায় আপনার উপর পড়ব। সরেন।
আরে ভাই, নাম লিখবা মানে? কি মুসিবতে পড়লাম। জিততে না পারে এখন 2 নাম্বারই।
করছিস? এটা কি করলি তুই মামা বলতো? শেষ পর্যন্ত ওই হাবলু মামার কাছে।
সরি বলছি তো, মিস্টেক হয়েছে। আর এটা খেলা না, খেলাতে হার জিত থাকি।
এই কথা তুই বলতেছিস? 3 বারের চ্যাম্পিয়ন নিলয় বলতেছে এই কথা, শেষ পর্যন্ত খেলায় হার জিত থাকেই।
হ্যাঁ বলতেছি, এবার হয় না আগামী বার হইব। আর শোন, আমাদের না বয়স বেশি হয়ে গেছে, ঠিক আছে? এখন এটা জুনিয়রদের করা কাম, আমরা অনেক সিনিয়র হয়ে গেছি।
এই দাঁড়া জুনিয়র, হ্যাঁ? কোন অ্যাঙ্গেল ওই হাবলু মামার তো জুনিয়র মনে হইলো কত দেখি? এই কথা শোনার পরে ওই হাবলু মামা সানফ্লাওয়ার তেল মাইরা ঠিক ঠিক করে হাসবো। তুই এমন একটা কাজ করছিস মামা, এলাকায় মুখ দেখানোর মতো অবস্থা থাকলো না।
আমি টাকা দিতেছি, একটা কাজ কর, বোরকা কিন না, পিন্দা করতে থাক, ঠিক আছে? এলাকায় মুখ দেখাই তুই না।
দাঁড়া, আমার মনে হইতেছে কেউ তোরে তাবিজ করছে। তুই কখনো তো এই কথা বলার ছেলে না, কি হয়েছে কত?
কোনো তাবিজ টাবিজ কিছু না। আর শোন, আনোয়ারের রহিম বাবুর ছেড়ে আনতে পাঠাইছিলাম, কই হয়?
ভাই আসসালামু আলাইকুম ভাই।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। আনোয়ার কই?
ভাই পাটায় কই জানি গেল গা ভাই? কামটা কি হলো ভাই? কালে গেমটা এটা গেলেন?
যাওয়ার হইছে, কাজের কথা আসি। লাইলির পার্টিতে কাচ্চি করে দিব।
না ভাই পারুম না, মাফ করে দেন ভাই। আপনার লেগে আমার জানা দিই, রুমের লেগে আমি ভাই কাচ্চি বাচ্চি রাখতে পারবো না ভাই।
কি কর রহিম ভাই? মাথা ঠান্ডা, মাথা ঠান্ডা। তোমাদের ছাড়া হইব না তো বিষয়টা। এমন কাচ্চি খাওয়াই ফিরব, মনে করো 7 দিন যাতে কেউ বাথরুম থেকে বাইর না হইতে পারে। বুঝছো না বিষয়টা? পারো না? যাও এবার রেডি করে গিয়ে যাও তাড়াতাড়ি।
একটু বড় খবর হইব।
তোমরা আমগুলোকে বইতা।
আরে আমরা তো খাবোই, আগে আপ্যায়নটা করে নেই। পুরান ঢাকার ট্রেডিশন তো আপ্যায়ন করা, কি মামা?
আইতো দুষ্ট লাইনে আইছো, এরকম লাইনে থাকলে তো কোনো সমস্যা হইতো না। খুব তো কইছিল খেলার কথা, এখন বুঝছো খেলা কি?
এখন একদম ক্লিয়ার মামা। আপনার একটু কাছে দিই। আলু দিই, আলু আলু।
না না না, গোস্ত দাও, গোস্ত দাও।
হয়ে যায়, এই যে গোস্ত দিই।
অনেক মজা হয়েছে। এই লাইনে দাও, লাইনে দাও।
আলু
ল ল ল ল লাইলি ল। তুমি লইবানি?
খাইতাম, মজুর তো।
তুমি একটু খাও।
সবাই মিলে আমগুলোকে খাইতাম।
আরে খাবো তো, খাবার তো আছে।
আমগুলোকে খাও।
আরে মামা খান তো। আসি, কিছু লাগলে বললেন কিন্তু।
মজা হয়েছে।
আসলে
না, তুলো গোস্ত ল।
এইবার লইয়া কয়বার হয়েছে?
ভাই 5 বার।
তোমার এত করে কইছি যে একটু কম কম খাও, মাগনা খাওন পাইলে হুদাই হাম করে খাও।
দুলা ভাই আমি তো মাগনা খাওন খাই ভাই, আমরা তো বাজেতে জিতছি, আর আমি তো পরিমাণ মতোই খাইছি। বিশ্বাস করেন দুলা ভাই, আমি নিশ্চিত ওরা খাওয়ানোর মধ্যে কিছু মিশাইছে। লাইলিও তো পরিমাণ মতো খাইছে, ওরা তো পেট নামছে শুনছি।
হ্যাঁ, মানুষের আর খায় কাম নাই, তোমার খাওয়ানোর লোকে কিছু মিলাইছে।
ভাই আপনি জানেন না, ওরা অনেক ডেঞ্জারাস, অনেক ডেঞ্জারাস দুলা ভাই। ওরা প্রত্যেকটা ধরে ধরে ফাঁসি দেওয়া উচিত দুলা ভাই। আমি খালি একটু সোজা হয়ে দাঁড়াইলি, তারপর দেখেন আমি রাজপথে নামবো, রাজপথে নামবো, আমি আন্দোলন করবো অগো ফাঁসির লিগা।
যাও যাও, তুমি তোমার কামে যাও, আমি তোমার লেগে কেড়ে বয়ে থাকো।
আপনি একটু বল ভাই।
Video 1 ngày 2 tháng 7 2024 Binh Chilling Get Go Boy Ồ không, cái gì hiện ở trên màn hình của tôi vậy? Nó sẽ quay tiếp cái trò lò lò là màu này. Ai từ anh chỉ cho nó thẳng bên cộng 10%, good landing, hạ cánh tốt, chỉnh tiếp. Đây á, ủa đúng rồi. Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? À, học học, từ từ từ. Bên 15 lap rồi á. Sao em muốn bút bút nhỉ? Vào Discord á. Hôm nay tiếp rồi. Anh cày xem đến bao giờ được 80 củ cái đầu ngoài. Thì anh vào anh quanh 10 lần. Vào 5 củ 10 lần. Cái cày vòng này sao tận 50 củ và thua. Nó một quay được, nó có đủ tiền quay vòng này. Cú chết rồi. Bên chia lên, bên chia lính. Chuẩn ông thầy. Kathleen thông đạo Diốt à? Rồi sao phải hạ cánh rồi? Bình. Thầy cho nó xoay tròn nhé. Đây rồi đây. Perfect. À. Đi shit. 10 lap này. Perfect không? Perfect. Đây, perfect. Bình. Gì vậy? Đây à? Không ai ơi, không phải đâu. Cơ sở đấy là trụ sở chính, quan chủ để sống nhiều công ý quan chủ lại hướng Hà Đông Cung cho nóng đang nóng này là gì lãng nhu bộ khởi đầu vấn thiên cung khởi đầu bố ngon rồi nhau ngon rồi anh ngon rồi anh ngon mày thì anh ngon thần dương đính mệnh đi và vẽ biết đâu hiểu được mà nó cũng chuẩn chỉ chứ cái khổng lồ chỉ lấy một cái đéo này nhét lên cái khổng lồ vậy thì sao Vinh trên lên không nhặt trước lần nữa hello guys tao nhìn chat trên chinh choang kìa mấy thằng Trung Quốc ra này này có thằng điên xin là Flipet thì có thích Flipet không có thằng con lợn 34 tỷ nha bay đến 80 triệu mời đồng yes bay rồi nguyên nhà đéo giờ đánh nguyên nhà vào không chết một con chữ đấy chưa phải đét thì mấy con này ở dưới mình sẽ quay một cười nó chịu nó tắc kè này nhìn như con nhái bên chia lên không đúng vậy nghiêng rồi ai đánh bộ khởi đầu đúng không vậy cộng một tướng à không ai đánh bộ khởi đầu cũng thầy à thôi thầy xin phép vậy còn tiền 3 sao tiếp 3 để check bài á cho có thằng đánh á này có oan thì sao không phải đánh thần rừng à chữ à đâu hiệu này mà đánh sút cho Rồi. Ê. Rồi xong nhiệm vụ đây. Cút thật đấy này. Thầy khóa lại. Mày nhờn. Good landing. Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn và chỉ. Binh và chi, linh và linh. Binh chi linh. Hỗ trợ để cho cút. Khảm bảo thạch khổng lồ tí hoan. What the hell? Thế đi. Cứ thế đi. Ô, what the hell? Cái gì đây? Trốn đâu? Không leo lối được. Okay. Trốn bro. Chưa có đồ rồi. Mày xin ra mà trốn tao. Mày chấm là xin ra 51 còn 9 phút nữa thanh xong chỉ còn là đeo ấy. Bình. Mèo bay lên cao như con cao. Bay lên cao như con cao. Ui khỏe đấy, bài này khỏe điết. Chịu rồi, tao đi Lego nhảy lên đéo em đánh. 74 máu xin ra rồi, sự là binh chi và linh ấy. Ô cái gì đấy? Ấn thuật sĩ à? Tam hợp là Arcane. Rồi không ai tranh bài. Hay cút. Cút ngay. Rồi xong. Thread 2 Asia lắp ấn định mệnh, găng tay, găng bảo thạch với cả một cái sojin là xong rồi. Giờ thêm đồ cho Sindra này, Sindra rồi. Giờ thiếu đồ Sindra mới là vấn đề chứ. Đi chợ nhặt thôi, đi chợ giờ sẽ cần gì trước? Giờ mình sẽ cần một cái cung hoặc là một cái mũ phù thủy ngay lập tức. Thằng đánh bộ khởi đầu cũng ghê. Mai thắng. Sau 5 giây thì mai thắng. 453 củ mà anh chưa đủ tiền, anh thiếu cận 250 củ nữa. 254 củ. Sửa đất vào đồ đấy. Nhặt thêm chi chút năng lượng cho binh. Bay lên cao như con cao. Wow. Cút rồi. Ui xin ra. Nhưng mà lại là một cái đai máu. Rồi mất cái cung thôi lấy xin ra. Này một con xin ra thứ hai. Thôi kệ đi, bây giờ là Pandora lõi sau. Vua rồi. Chắc thế. Còn đồ cho on nhở. Đéo đánh on nữa thành thằng Red 3 đấy. Nhưng mà on nhảy đồ. Nào kẹt thôi. Quên mất. I'm sorry bro. Là một quỷ thư. Không biết lắp lại một chứ vậy. 2 Cinderella. Giờ sẽ phải lên 6 đến 7 nha. Wow. Chôn không thấy. Chôn nhỉ? Chôn điết. Là ông không ai được tranh bài. Bình. Rồi cái đánh thần rừng thần thoại vậy. Chôn tao. Thần tài mấy thần tài cơ. Một thằng này, một thần mà một ấn đấy mà. Còn đấy khỏe bài chôn tao. Muốn thần tài đánh bài khỏe vậy. What the hell. Không có thằng hoa chắc cút. Ờ chịu rồi, biết đấy, biết đép mà. Kinh khủng ấy, sắp với 305 mà vẫn còn tận 48 máu. Sự anh hay sự kinh khủng đép ấy. Có mấy vàng cho 5 vàng cũng đuổi. Rồi xong. Cái gì cơ? Cái gì cơ? Ở nhà thế lắp cái này cho thằng Red bình.
আব্বা আম্মা যদি তোর ছোটকালে জানতো তোর হাইটের লগে তোর গাদামির হাইটটা একটু বাড়বো, তাহলে নিজ দিয়ে এমনিতেই 6 ইঞ্চি কেটে দিত, তোর আর গাদামি বাড়তো। শুন, আব্বা আম্মা যা বলে তা কর, বিয়েটা কর, আর আমার রাস্তাটা একটু ক্লিয়ারটা কর।
ও, আমি তোমার পথের কাটা না? তোরা কেউ চাস না যে আমি পড়াশোনা করে এই নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়াই?
তুই তো নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়াস নাই, তুই তো আমার কাঁধের উপর ভর করে দাঁড়ায় আসছিস।
এই আসো। এই কি তোরা সকালবেলা এরকম কাঁদতেছিস কেন? আব্বাও কাঁদতেছে, আম্মাও কাঁদতেছে। কিছু আম্মা কি সকালবেলা কি সিরিয়াল দেখা শুরু করছে? তাহলে কিছু চুরি হয়েছে বাসা? কেউ মারা গেছে? কেউ কি মরার আগে হসপিটালে অ্যাডমিট হয়েছে? তাহলে কি হয়েছে? সবাই এরকম আয়োজন করে কাঁদতেছে কেন?
বাবা মা বলতেছে আমার নাকি পড়াশোনার দরকার নাই, ধান থাকলে নাকি ধানের মাঝে চিটাও থাকে, আমি নাকি চিটা।
হ্যাঁ, তোর তো ঠিকই বলছে। আর তুই কখনো দেখছো আব্বা আম্মা পোলাপানের সাথে মিথ্যা কথা বলে?
ভাই কি ওই কথা কইছে? কইছে আমার 1 মাসের মধ্যে বিয়ে করা লাগবে, বিয়ে করে 9 মাসের মধ্যে বাচ্চা পয়দা দেওয়া লাগবে।
মাত্র 9 মাস টাইম দিছে? তুই তো নির্ঘাত ফেল করবি। মানে তোর যে পড়াশোনার কন্ডিশন, তুই 9 মাসের সাথে তোর আরো মিনিমাম 4 মাস টাইম দেওয়া লাগবে, তারপর যদি 12। এলাকার দোকানদাররা অবশ্য নতুন যারা বিয়ে করে তাকে চেয়ার দিকে তাকায় থাকে 2 পয়সা ইনকামের জন্য। তোর দিয়ে সেটাও হবে না, তুই চিন্তা বাদ। হ্যাঁ বল।
তুইও?
কি?
আমি আগে সন্দেহ করছিলাম তুই আমার মায়ের পেটের ভাই না। মায়ের পেটের ভাই হলে তুই এরকম করে কথা বলতে পারতি না। তোর আমার না কোনো মিল নাই, না আছে স্বভাবের মিল, না আছে চরিত্রের মিল, না আছে তোর এই যে চেহারার মিল, গায়ের কালারের মিল, কোনো কিছু মিল নাই। বাইকটা
শোন, আব্বা আম্মা যদি তোর ছোটকালে জানতো তোর হাইটের লগে তোর গাদামির হাইটটা একটু বাড়বো, তাহলে নিজ দিয়ে এমনিতেই 6 ইঞ্চি কেটে দিত, তোর আর গাদামি বাড়তো। শুন, আব্বা আম্মা যা বলে তা কর, বিয়েটা কর, আর আমার রাস্তাটা একটু ক্লিয়ারটা কর।
ও, আমি তোমার পথের কাটা না? আমি তোমার জীবনের বাধা। তোরা কেউ আমার ভালো চাস না, তোরা কেউ চাস না যে আমি পড়াশোনা করে এই নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়াই।
তুই তো নিজের পায়ে দাঁড়াস নাই, তুই তো আমার কাঁধের উপর ভর করে দাঁড়ায় আসছিস।
শোন, আমি তোর ছোট হিসেবে চাই তুই আব্বা আম্মার কথাটা শোন, তুই 1 মাসের মধ্যে বিয়েটা কর, আমি কবজি ডুবায়া তোর বিয়ের কাচ্চি খাবো, বুঝছস? এই আসো।
Một video 1 ngày 5 tháng 7 2024 bên Chilling Let's Go White. Mình sẽ bay tiếp cho các em xem nhé. Ok, để tự lại. Anh sẽ hiện một chút. Mình sẽ kiếm 50 củ để 50 củ để rồi tiếp lên chính sĩ nhất. Ê, nếu lái được thẳng quá, chôn quá. Lái thẳng rồi. Chi xong rồi phải không? Máy hút à? Đùa, mày đùa thôi, thầy kệ cho mày tự đi. Chuyển thuyết tăng trưởng mạnh. Cách xa sửa binh nhé. Ok, thật ra được 3 cùng 47 chứ không? Cộng 3,17 nhân trừ 2 biết à. Đây chưa lên à, đây đuổi 2 cái màu vàng rồi xong bay bay cao bay đi kéo ấy. Tiếp thằng này quỷ à, ác quỷ vô ba đùa tao cái này nó là tụi mình rồi dọc rồi chết rồi đi kìa 2 phút thôi 2 phút hơn của pháo mày cộng 10 cho thầy. Đùa tao không được làm mày hàng nào rồi không bắt bao nhiêu rồi đấy ngã chéo mà thêm không được 16 lắm rồi kìa vậy đâu 2 3 cái viên mình nhiều 5 mở ủa 50%. Không ui ra với bia này độc dược à thôi cứ không quan trọng vụ nổ lớn bị sẽ sẵn bài tử thần mà để hiểu sẽ sẵn bài chơi chạm đất trải thải cái đường đâu mà chạm chứ là thế rồi đang xuống rồi đang vòng xuống rồi đang số thì binh sinh linh không 3 2 1 perfect một lần này đấy kiếm 15 lần perfect không 100 lần perfect thì ăn 6 triệu nhờ 7 triệu mình cần 50 thôi đã được 5 củ rồi 7 củ là bình thường chuẩn rồi đấy á đón thêm một nhịp vào bên ngon để gì ok không được mất kiếm mà cổ không mất áo luôn à nếu còn gì phải lấy găng tay đây để thay rồi 1 2 lần thế là 30% à xem bao nhiêu nhá 30% bình cũng gần 5 củ ấy 40 củ à 2 lần được 10 củ rồi thấy ảo điếc. Let's go. Một chiếc binh chi linh không vậy bánh 7 láp à gậy 456 triệu coin để rebirth tiếp à sửa khó đấy anh cần 50 củ rồi anh phải chịu ui 40 củ tròn kiếm tiền từ điêu ấy một lần perfect này một lần perfect thầy lái mình thắng nghe cái trường mày thắng mày 10% nữa mày ngã mày không được đùa tao xuống không Được vậy bạn ơi, hiểu được rồi. Chọn dấu vậy. Không được rồi, mình lại lệch trên này. 10 đây. Mắt lên bầu trời bạc. Ồ bạc. Rồi. 2 cái, cái này mình loại bán không? Rồi còn đi, rồi lại có item nữa. Cho nha. Đó, bây giờ có thể một bạn quên này bữa đấy trời. Sự quên nỗi điên. Sự quên nỗi điên đấy. Không hiểu. Có như vậy đó, đang như thế anh vẫn ngồi đợi anh chưa chịu về đấy anh tiến lại gần. Vậy. Tiến lại gần. Đây đâu tay. Đây tay. Chôn chưa? Chưa chôn chưa? Trước của cái cảng lộ hóa số lộ là quỷ độ một lần nữa. Lúc lại đến với nông độ vì em thôi, mình em thôi. Anh thương đừng làm trái tim anh đau. Sao? Miền man. Ủa, chết red. À, vào này. Đuôi raffle tít tít là cái đéo này. Thằng đéo này. Đéo này. Cô đi. Anh vào đó. Đâu được cặp nữa. Đấy bảo à. Cái thằng lâu lắm à. Cái thằng phân lâu biên. Thân tình anh mang một đời làm trái tim anh đau. Anh đã mang đời đừng làm trái tim anh đau. Anh Quỷ à? Islam phải coi jazz một cái kiện cho sập lâu quá tiếp đầu để cầm cơm nữa. Nói đi nhỉ. Yes, đúng là thích rồi à.